there's plenty of shows in Las Vegas tonight, but we've got the hottest ticket in town. So let's welcome the Ravens and the Raiders to the stage. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now on first down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's
that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down right. At midfield, and he is well short of the first down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent size.
But I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 93. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. To throw again on second down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air, 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out. Begin the drive at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have to. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing weekend in the NFL. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes. And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead. Now he's just hoping for number 4. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening? Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles? He's going to float.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Pretty much everything went their way off the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now they'll throw with Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Carlson able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action with Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Again, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. That's caught. Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Carr now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down. Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carr going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They go with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's a game 2. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Throwing now is Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Gesicki, 41 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I know we just said a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35, the 30, the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd down and goal. Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game?